Afternoon, everyone. We are back once again. Not introducing wins and fails this time. We're actually going to be doing a video on how to play medium, or how it is I play medium. We're going to be in the Object 430 Tier 10 Russian medium. My first one, so it's been quite a bit of a change. One of the things I've noticed is how genuinely easy it is to play, but also, my god, how overpowered it can be if it's played correctly. Certainly being top tier, maybe only 3 tier 10s, it can certainly deal its damage. We're going to be doing prokhorovka Night. It's going to be a live recording, and we've got the very, very good spawn. So this is just how it's going on. I'm going to be explaining what it is I'm doing and why it is I'm doing it. Because of the map itself, I'm going to be going up the right in towards G0. Primarily, the first thing I'm going to be doing is sitting back in H0. This to get a feel of how many people are detected straight away. If there are a lot, it would suggest that there isn't going to be that many people moving forward, but the two backchats on their team and the fact that they are heavily armoured suggests that they will probably be the people I will meet across on this side. The 1-2-1 is most likely to be in the middle, only on the premise of armour and what the mediums are actually meant to do. One of the reasons I prefer to go up to the right is there is a lot of opportunity to not only remain covered, but also you get shots off into the middle and also the far side. Artillery is going to be a bit of an issue. Well played with the people who platooned them together, because you've just gone and screwed it up for their team, but there you go. Stop platooning artillery with artillery, please. At the moment, you can sort of see all three mediums. Oh, okay. All three mediums are in the middle, so that kind of leaves it massively open. There isn't going to be anything with a lot of speed, apart from the lights, which I presume, since they're all platooned, they'll also be in the middle. And I'm the only person going up this side, which is not fun at all. One of the things you will find is that people play maps differently. For some reason, even though they know there's a way in which you can actually win, they will still go and YOLO off into another direction, so not good. So the first stage at the moment, like I say, is to figure out what's available, what's in the middle, how many tanks are there. Because I know my speed is a lot greater than other people's on their team, I am more than likely able to go forward and not get spotted, because I don't presume anything is going to be there. Okay, so we've got an E5, an E4, and a Death Star. So we're in a predicament. We're at a point now where I'm going to be fighting 3 tier 10s, of which one of them is a vastly overpowered tank destroyer, and people are not going to be able to shoot them because they're all shooting in another direction or facing in another direction. And I've got the issue of being hit by artillery at the moment. So the only thing I can do really is spot and hope for the best that they will get shots on. One of the disadvantages with coming up on their side is they are easily hittable over on the left, which makes this spawn overpowered. More so than the other, because you have the cover of A9 and A0. Whilst I'm up here, I might as well try and take pot shots at those into the middle. It is likely that the tank destroyers that were there are not going to go up again. They may do to try and spot me, but that's about it. But I am pretty much stuck as it is, not being able to move, so I might as well try and get some damage on some of the tanks. He's not there still. You do find yourself on a regular basis being in a stalemate situation, so it's not really ideal to do anything overly major. Just a good shot on the E4. The Death Star's not moved up either, so I might be able to go away with another hit. There we go. So you can see an example, even though I did get hit by the E100, which doesn't bother me too much, the E4 in front of me got hit massively. So this is one of the things I was saying, that people on the other side are very much open. They can't really come across the top, so whilst I'm at a disadvantage and I'm fighting 3 people, I don't need to fight them, I just need to allow other people to shoot them. My only issue is I can't really go too far forward because the E100 will be looking in my direction. As you can already see, it looks like he's using the dirt bomb. So we are pretty much in a back and forth situation. The E5 and the Death Star, I don't presume will move. They'll probably wait for me to go to the top, but because I don't have the cover available from the people behind me, I ain't moving anywhere. The only thing I can do really is go and shoot people in the middle, which is going to be a pot shot at some very fast medium, and at the same time an E100 that may or may not be detected again. So I do apologise for the fact this is going to be a very slow game. At least it's not Erlenberg, because that would have been a guaranteed. At least we had a chance of it being okay. So as we can see, there's a lot of people still sat in that back corner, which generally, I don't quite know what he's doing. I think he's coming over to me. Oh, okay, that's a decent hit. So the E100 that was in the middle is now coming up to me, so it is possible that he might be trying to come up and get me, which I wouldn't mind if he tried to do, because I will just load up heat and go through his turret. Don't really care about people using premium ammo, whether they do or don't. It is likely that he's going to try and YOLO me and do that. Fortunately, I don't think artillery is taking a shot, so I'd guess another 30 seconds before I need to load up heat. E5's coming up. That was primarily just to probably see where I am. It's unfortunate that shot bounced on him though from someone else. So now we're going to load up heat. Good shot, I think artillery. Yeah, so there you go, there's E100. He's going to try and YOLO up here. There you go. So the E100 should not have done what he did, but he has, which is fine by me, because he's just going to get himself screwed over for it. Apparently his camera rating is really good. So there's basically an E100 that should not have done that. But with where he was going, it was kind of figured that he would try it. There are a lot of other people that have seen what's happened to the E4 the last time he did that. Now the E5 will certainly be knowledgeable of what's happened, so he will not move forward. I very much doubt it, because he's only got the Death Star to cover, and currently the Death Star shot someone in the middle, so he's likely to be pointing that way. I know with 2 tanks down they may be thinking, right, they'll be coming over, they might not be. That was a terrible, terrible attempt. I think the object behind me will get him, so I might not need to shoot him, but just on the off chance. So there's the E5, spot target hit, not bad. Don't even understand how, but there you go. He must have fired, because I can't see him now. Oh, T-49 going for a shot. Yeah, I don't quite know what the E5's doing. It's rather unusual. So we'll just leave him there, because he is still getting tagged. For the amount of time that I'm finding that people are being tagged by our team, there isn't really much of a case of pushing forward until he's on a little less health. The Object 140 in front of me is sort of going in that direction, so it would be ideal for me to give him help. The problem is, they still have a batch out alive, and I think he's the one that's still in the middle. And the further we push forward, the less likely we can get support from people on our team. And I really, really want to know where that Death Star is. Yeah, let's go take shots at Death Star. He's more likely to easily be killed. So the E5 is looking to try and get shots on me, which again, not too fussed about. If he wants to, he can try, but there's another object that's looking at him, so there you go. Not ideal case for him to try and do anything. As again, the T-49 is looking at me. I'm more than happy to let someone else shoot him. Means that he shoots, gets rid of it. And the Death Star, again, what's the point of me going forward? Might as well let someone else take the shot at him. Even though Backchat in the back is able to shoot me and kill me. They have nigh on no one available to actually counter the move that's coming down this right hand side. So despite the fact I got killed by the OP artillery, which needs to be 100% removed, and also if you play it you die a little inside, the only issues we have are the locations of the Death Star and the mouse. For some reason I haven't seen the mouse. I'm assuming in that case it's on the back side of the map, but the push over the side has worked. It wasn't a case of doing what I normally like to do, which is be aggressive. It's holding them back. The map is very well placed for people on my spawn. On the other spawn it's extremely difficult, as you've seen. The tank destroyers that I had available on the train tracks were able in every way to shoot people coming up on that hill. When you're on the other spawn, you can't really push past that point, so you're stuck in a rut. You can't move from it. Every time that they were able to push up, they got shot on a regular basis. The E4 got took out first. Then the E5 kept popping up and kept getting shot. Then the E100 decided to YOLO it, typical E100 driver, and then got removed very, very quickly. It does pay in every way to be the centre of attention, take the fire upon yourself, because at the same time, I've got 14 spotted targets, which is a lot more damage than what I've actually been able to cause in the entire game myself. And that works towards whether you're going to mastery badges, whether you're actually creating XP to go up onto the next tank itself, but at the same time, overall you're actually going to be winning the game. Not that it makes that much of a difference, because winning the game when you're playing solo is very difficult, especially when you can find yourself on one side of the spawn or another, or war maps, or assault maps, Corellia, things like that. So basically finding myself in a position where I can influence the game but not actually get myself killed and try and stay alive as long as possible is one of the main reasons I try to not push forward. It's everything against the way I play. I like to be aggressive. I like to make people make mistakes. You rush people forward, you start doing things that they don't appreciate. It also tricks other people into actually helping you out. Having someone else to push forward with you is beneficial, as the 140 did. So the only thing I did to move forward was wait until the object 140 came. And when we were able to, the E5 was looking at me, the Death Star was looking at me, the T-49 was looking at me, and whilst ever that was happening, he was able to take pot shots off into him and basically find out that we can remove them very quickly. And also the artillery did help on our team to take pot shots, and I do believe in every way that regardless of the amount of damage that they didn't actually do, they did help in that knowing that artillery is there possibly played more of a factor in it than actually what it did when people decided that they were not maybe going to YOLO forward, even though you could probably count the Death Stars as being technically a shotgun artillery with accuracy. But that's one of the games to have a look at and review. Why is it Prokhorovka itself is a vastly overpowered spawn, but that's my way of playing the Object 430, specifically on quite a decent map. So hopefully you got something from it that you could use yourself and maybe learn from it if you can. I don't know how much use it is for other people, because you will certainly have your own playing style, so whether you find yourself in a position to gain something from it or not, I don't know. Try something out, but at the same time, do take it with a pinch of salt. There will be different things that you do different to myself, and you may not appreciate some of the things that I do because it suits my style over yours. So work out how your play style works and whether it's worth actually going down the case of following what I do or seeing what I do and taking little bits from it. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe.